15 years have elapsed since the nation was thrust into disbelief by the unfolding of a profoundly tragic event. The details of this case remain etched in the collective memory, where Rusty Yates, returning home from work, was confronted with a nightmare that transcends imagination. His 5 children had been inexplicably and brutally drowned in the family bathtub by none other than their own mother, Andrea Yates. In an exclusive interview with Janet Shamlian, a journalist who has maintained contact with Andrea as she resides in a mental hospital, the grim nuances of this heart-wrenching incident were revisited. The seismic crime occurred in June of 2001, a month forever imprinted in the annals of this tragedy. Andrea Yates, in a profoundly disturbing act that shook the nation, submerged her 5 children in the bathtub of their Houston area home before dialing 911. The ages of the victims spanned from 7 years old to just 6 months: Noah, John, Paul, Luke, and baby Mary. Rusty, her husband, was away at work, returning to a scene of pure horror where police officers were visibly shaken, and the palpable weight of emotion hung heavily in the air. When authorities found Andrea, her clothes and hair were still damp from the haunting bathtub scene, presenting a stark image reminiscent of a zombie, with an unsettling wildness apparent in her eyes. Despite a well-documented history of mental illness, including previous suicide attempts, Andrea found herself facing charges of capital murder. However, the initial verdict was later overturned, and in a subsequent trial, she was deemed not guilty by reason of insanity. Andrea testified, in a chilling revelation, that she believed her children's deaths would somehow save their immortal souls. Andrea Yates, now age 52, has been confined to a Texas mental hospital, her daily life navigated under the watchful eye of Jorge Parnham, her steadfast attorney. Parnham shared insights into Andrea's current routine, revealing that she engages in crafting as a daily therapeutic activity, with the proceeds directed towards charitable causes through anonymous sales. Additionally, Andrea spends a considerable amount of her time watching videos of her departed children. Notably, the hospital lacks the typical security measures one might expect, such as razor wires, bar systems, armed guards, or imposing fences. Her existence is characterized by solitude, with minimal interactions with the outside world. Though the case undergoes an annual review, Andrea has chosen not to actively seek release. Rusty Yates, Andrea's former husband, dissolved their union 3 years after the incident, eventually remarrying and bringing another child into the world. In a poignant 2015 interview with Oprah Winfrey, Rusty bared the emotional complexities of his ongoing journey through grief and acceptance. He underscored the imperative of not allowing the tragic events of that fateful day to overshadow the joy they experienced during the 7 years of raising their children. The impact of this tragedy remains undeniably poignant, marking 15 years since the inexplicable loss of 5 innocent lives at the hands of the person who should have been their utmost protector. Andrea Yates spends her days in the solitude of a mental hospital, immersed in the therapeutic craft of creation and the contemplation of cherished memories of her lost children. Meanwhile, Rusty Yates continues to navigate the aftermath of a family forever altered by an unimaginable event that transcends the boundaries of comprehension. Had you heard about this case before? Share your reflections and thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel for more updates. We look forward to connecting with you in the next video.